Yo, yo, yo. What it do, what it is. June 11th in the building. We in her. I just got a new charger. Oh, let me update that right now, actually. I just got a new address, y'all. If for those of you sending mail to the Flamingo address, it still works, but I'm gonna update a new address shortly. Thank y'all. I decided to forsake the braids path and the afro and just go for the high school look again, because I look 16 or 20. But we are in the twilight zone, bruh. Neptune retrograde. May I get some fire sign emojis? And please hit that like button.
You know, if this was a video game, and it was me versus you, I'll be the motherfucking winner. Mortal Kombat style and shit. Listen. Spitting only facts, that's all I know. The city on my back, that's all I know. I can give a fuck about what they say. We about to make a killing, we the motherfucking winners.
They don't hear me though.
We the motherfucking winners.
You don't fucking scare me, bro.
We the motherfucking winners.
And this here ain't no game, but even if it was, we ain't playing, bitch.
We the fucking winners.
All I got is my fam, all I need is my soul. Got enough of this money, but I think I want more. Okay, I'm feeling undefeated, got no L's, I'm in my zone. Made it all on my own, made it all on my own. Ayy, my rent paid, my niggas eating. I'm self-made, living out what niggas dreaming. I had a bunch of goals and then I made it happen. Niggas talking shit, but my niggas get to clapping. They love to help you spend your dough, never help you make it though. Love when I was down, bet they salty when I make it, yo. They gon' love me when I get my deal, cause I had a dream and I made it real.
Spitting only facts, that's all I know. The city on my back, that's all I know. I can give a fuck about what they say. We about to make a killing, we the motherfucking winners.
They don't hear me though.
We the motherfucking winners.
You don't fucking scare me, bro.
We the motherfucking winners.
And this here ain't no game. But even if it was, we ain't playing, bitch. We the fucking winners.
We the fucking winners, but sometimes I took some losses. Sometimes I get exhausted. Sometimes my shot don't fall in. Don't know what to call it, but I'm steady saucing. Yeah, my niggas all in, ballin' like it's Spalding. Bring it back to the land, though. Yeah, I feel like Michael Jackson when I jam, no. Catching cases, had to get some trophy cases. This is for creatives working on a daily basis. Fuck about your inner circle. This the winner circle. Word around town. Punchlines leave you black and purple. If the one the non-verbal, trust me, it's gon' hurt you. Every day a nigga finna outwork you. That's only facts. Only facts. I told you I'm the one for tracks. I'm the one if you ever want a plaque. That's me. That's a fact. Spitting only facts, that's all I know. City on my back, that's all I know. I can give a fuck about what they say. Trying to make it killing, we the motherfucking winners. Hey.
Woo! Yeah, baby. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. More to come. I promise you. More to come. Damn. Welcome to Venus and Leo, baby. I'm going to try not to say baby too much. That'll be the last time I said it. Shout out to Lil Baby. So, and shout out to Da Baby. So, yes, June 27th is the beginning of this. Thank you. Shout out to the Midheaven Podcast.shop where you can get your very own Zodiac sign. I do be double fisting cell phones all day. One's an Android iPhone, and I will slide into your DMs. Okay, but yeah, this is gonna be quite the transit. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is from July 27 to July 22nd. So June 27th to July 22nd. Cancer season into Leo season. And thankfully I got to share, a piece of my heart, this creativity in the form of that music video. Just to kind of give you a vibe and a feel of where we're headed and how exciting this, I dare say, energy, but summer is going to be. If we're not talking about the impending drama and potential false flag attacks that will attempt to distract us. What I really like about the message of this transit, or what, in a nutshell, what this transit is going to restore, you want to think of this as victory. Because, when you go through it, that's not the time to drop a bomb on you and let you know what you're going through. You're victorious. Venus has made it through Cancer, and now it's in Leo. Mars has made it out of the fall through Cancer, and now it's in Leo. So there's a cycle that's getting ready to begin that will complete when it finishes retrograding and goes into Aquarius 2022. And let's welcome Audie to Infinity Club! Yay! Infinity Club gets you all the previous tiers. And when we do the Leo Aquarius webinar, which is probably going to be the most lit so far, you get the free link. You get the link to that. Okay. So yeah. Would you believe me? And if the following thing I say you believe, comment 100 or a check mark. But would you believe me if I told you that you are directly targeted? A collective force like a government agency or a coven was directly targeting you while Venus and Mars, especially Mars, was going through Cancer. Okay. So many people are inundated with the pressures of reality that reasonably so, you have your work to deal with, and then your friends you talk to, and then your family you deal with. So the whole fact that you are getting deliberately targeted by, a collective force to kill you, makes this so much more of a victory now that you've made it into Leo, where the Leo will king kunks the force that tried to kill you, and you'll kill it because you made it through, which is why they tried to kill you, because they knew that you're about to glow up right now. Let me now double down on this, because a lot of people think I talk metaphorically. No, I'm talking literally, like a literal. It could be a government agency. Like, there's so many collective forces that are not established with the government. They're independent. Like, everyone lives a different life. So are you aware that you personally may have in any way, even if just energetic with frequency attacks, or someone's in a hitman, like, you have been targeted ever since that conjunction and like that opposition? If you moved the wrong way, you could have died. I don't want this to be like a idea. Are you aware of this? Because Venus in Cancer, Mars in Cancer, like, these were deeply psychological transits that really forced you to decide on how deep is your love. Mars in Cancer asks, do you desire what you want to the point where if you had to live or die for it, you would die to see it through? Saturn was King Kungsing it, which kills it. Now you're at the counterattack. Now that and I'll show you when we go into Peace Mobile, now that we enter Leo, this is the counterattack! Stuff is getting overturned. Like, trust me. So many, all of you who last year, where it was deep, where we were all around the Pluto energy, you're like, is this going to work? Are we going to make this through? Like, is the deception going to be exposed? This warfare is lifelong. I can't promise you that there'll be one day where everything just comes and everything's kumbaya. But this is that period of time where stuff starts to get overturned. It doesn't mean the fight's over. It doesn't mean the war's over. But this is that from Leo to Sagittarius season, victory transit. You're literally glowing up, integrating it in Virgo, balancing it in Libra, and then ascending through the transformation in Scorpio, that many of you are going to gain a restoration of faith, and in Leo, courage. And this is very important, because this is not going to come from somebody on YouTube telling you, see, here's the proof. See, here's the proof. And then you're going to tell your friends, look, I saw this on YouTube. It's going to come through you. You are going to be like, oh shit, I just solved this mystery. And I'm not talking about in your head. Like, you're like, oh, trust me. And this is where Leo is a social vibration. So everything you individually picked up, so you're going to bring to someone else who also individually picked up something, who's going to bring it to someone else who individually picked up something. And then the opposition to Saturn and Aquarius is you're all coming together with what you individually did, and you piece a puzzle piece together. This is happening now. This is an active situation happening now. This is an active situation. We could prove this. If you were to comment down right now what you realized, you would see how everything we're saying individually kind of correlates and brings a whole. So like, you're through Libra season going to be linking up with your squad individually and collectively. And this is going to take your individual experience from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer and start to put it all together. And this is the thing we were beta tested on. Our rights were basically trampled in the name of rhetoric, subterfuge, and false narratives. And now is our chance. And when I say our chance, I'm not talking about our as like a subsection. I'm talking about our as the people, including people who think that what I'm saying is bullshit, and people who don't believe what I'm saying our. So even people who look at stuff a different way, they also having this chance too to bring their information to blow this shit out. So it's beyond the whole sides choices thing. Like a whole lot is about to be revealed, not exposed, revealed, and it will expose how a lot is not adding up. And in continuing that narrative, I want to first of all emphasize that this is all based off of developing situations that have occurred mainly since the last decade, but at its climax last year. So if we think that last year around this time, there was cardinal sign energy. There was Jupiter in Capricorn, which we're going to go into the Peacemobile. There was Jupiter in Capricorn. There was, Jupiter in Capricorn. There was Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto. And, while it trucked through the cardinality of Capricorn, the collective vibration and power, and then, flirted in Aquarius like, oh, I'm going to push the button. You use Saturn. Saturn is an asshole. Saturn was just like zero. Saturn only went 1 degree into Aquarius. Around the March 20th of 2021. March 2021 coming into April 2021. Fucking asshole. Let us welcome Jody Donald to the Yin Yang Master. Yin Yang Master gets the monthly astrology horoscope. That is the monthly peace report. Congratulations. Welcome to the squad. And Saturn, you fucking asshole. Saturn, after doing all that evil shit in Capricorn, went but 0 degree. And please go back in time. Okay, we're going into the Peacemobile. This is ridiculous. Saturn, literally a year ago. First of all, we need to just accept that we all got Stockholm syndrome. Because I don't think we really, everything happened so fast. So the fact that the apocalypse literally happened right under our nose, and then right after the apocalypse happened, fucking Saturn wants to motherfucking just go into Aquarius for just a little bit. And all of you motherfuckers got locked down like that. Like that. All of you motherfuckers started having to wear masks. Saturn was like, oh my God, can we sneak peek the evil plan, please? And Pluto, can we sneak peek the evil? Yes! Censor these bitches! Censor all these bitches! And then that was when this mysterious censorship shit that we never, ever saw on Instagram before popped up out of nowhere on niggas' Instagram posts. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Did you just blank out my post, bitch? This is a meme. I don't even go on Facebook or Instagram for the news, even though that's what we all do. How can you justify censoring Instagram posts when Instagram is not an established news source? Let us acknowledge that the whole rhetoric around censoring Facebook and Instagram posts was based on complete bullshit. And millions of people reluctantly ate it up as the universe looked down from above like, oh, they're failing a very important collective test down there. Listen, I need to break this down. Facebook and Twitter lied to you niggas. Instagram deliberately lied to you niggas. Like, you know what? We just don't want disinformation out there, and we need to protect you from false information. But listen, you can only say that if something is establishing itself as a proper news source. I don't go to the Onion for a news source. It's satire. So the act of censoring it is literally meaningless. If this was a news broadcast station, okay, that kind of makes sense. If you're saying this for the news, but they literally Neptune and Pisces rhetoric subterfuge to actually get away with completely lying to you, making you believe that they really do have to regulate the information to justify full-on censorship. First of all, this is it, my nigga. This is some movie shit. Saturn but went 1 degree and locked all you niggas down. Like that. No, you can't go out and wear a mask, bitch. Are you fucking breathing outside? Are you fucking breathing outside? How dare you? Give that motherfucker a fine. Are you, sir? Are you letting people in your business establishment without masks? How dare you? How dare you? Yo, Saturn went 1 degree. 1 degree. Oh my God. Uranus was in Taurus doing everything it could to hold the fort. Like, it's okay, niggas, just protest. It's all good. Just boycott with your dollar. Oh my God, it was traumatic. And then, you know, it retrograded back into Capricorn. Like, okay, I'm done playing with you motherfuckers for now. I'll be back. I'm gonna plan more shit with Fauci. Capricorn, hold on, let me not even front. Because when I say I'm gonna plan more shit with Fauci, you might think I'm being a conspiracy theorist. I'm not even joking. I'm not even fucking joking. Hold on. Let me show you. You know I come through. You know I come through. What zodiac sign is Fauci? Look at Capricorn. Capricorn. Saturn, the planner, literally went back to plan stuff with your boy. With your fucking boy. With your fucking boy, nigga. So research 2008 because shit, that was actually when Pluto went into Capricorn. And then research 2018 because that was when the plan started and Saturn then went over his sun and he has Saturn and Jupiter in Taurus because he's going through a Uranus return. So it is what it is. All I did really was just spout out a bunch of planetary aspects he has, but you have to trust that it's correlated with Saturn and his sign. If you know, you know. All right, so what does that have to do with Venus in Leo? Well, I wanted to reference the malarkey of Saturn, because in order for me to justify telling you that you were deliberately targeted by a collective agency or force, literally gunning to kill you. I mean, they try to do it with the virus. Well, see, I'm not insinuating that the government is. The government might be being used. It's not, I'm talking about forces beyond and above the government that are collective. But yes, you know, in order for me to let you know, I wanted to let you know I'm not talking about shit that's not really happening. Saturn of restriction went into Aquarius of community, and you saw that restricted. It came back, and now they're enforcing it in a different way. Okay, so you know why it's important that he lied about that too? Because when that came was when Pluto was in Scorpio, where his moon is. Okay, but other than that, this is important because if you look at this chart, right, first of all, the 27th is where Venus enters Leo at 6 degrees Cancer. And if we do a little bit of an astrology lesson and we go back, Gemini was a sensitive period and Cancer was a sensitive period. You could have gotten clapped. You could have gotten clapped. And like Neptune was squaring. So like there was deception around to cover it up. You could have gotten clapped. I'm pretty sure President Trump had a few assassination attempts on his life. Okay. And when I say that, I don't say that to fear you. Maybe not everyone, maybe a third of you, but all of you. All of you. This is the apocalypse cycle. So the whole notion that there's a deliberate attempt to control the population, you feel me? You feel me? So, and here's the thing. You could have gotten clapped. You could have gotten clapped. I just want to establish that first. So clap for yourself. Because when I say this is a victory transit, there's so much deception in the air that people will make your victories look like losses. So you technically right now should be celebrating. Once the sun goes into Leo, you're going to be aware of the celebration. The fact that your heart and desire has made it into Leo, scouting it before you step into it, right now, you still can get clapped because the sun in Cancer is the first boss battle. So Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the sun, once all of that make it through Cancer, right now you're in a clap zone. You're in the Pluto zone. This is the first boss. Mars and Venus made it through. You need to celebrate. Once your heart is through, you can make it and weather through it. Some people may have not made the opposition where their heart was broken and they turned to evil. Some people's hearts got distorted. You feel me? You made it through. You made it through. You made it through. Let's go. You still got some more to go, but let's go. Okay? And let me tell you why this is the clap zone. Because Pluto is no joke. Okay? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He should have never been targeted. And who knows who incited, and because a lot of people say that, oh, it's because he put his whereabouts on the internet. Cute. Who might have provoked or tipped off that person to do that? What kind of spirit possessed this person to do that? What spirit of greed? You know what I'm saying? Like shit gets really metaphysical when it goes beyond just the physical. So when Pop Smoke died, you know what? I could show you better than I could tell you. February 19, 2020. See that? When Pop Smoke died, rest in peace. This is why, first of all, 3 years ago, I warned everyone. For those of you who watch me, you know I said this. I was like, y'all, you need to protect cancer. They are picking off cancer. You need to protect cancers. Like, be careful, cancer. It is not safe. Okay. Imagine my surprise. Saturn, 27 degrees. Well, when was he born? July 20, 1999. Oh, you mean he was a master high priest? Look at that. Look at that. 27 degrees. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Are we going to say it's a coincidence? Are we going to really call this a coincidence, a coinky dink? Are we going to call it a coincidence? Saturn is the Grim Reaper. Is it a coincidence? And the reason why this is important is because to this day, every single second that we treat astrology like it's a pseudoscience, you're doing a disservice to humanity. Very bright minds can use their brains to really disseminate this right now. Because what if he knew beforehand that Saturn will be opposite his sun? Let's talk about it. Let's talk. He died when Saturn was opposite his sun. All right, let's go in. Oh, shit. Bro, my whole life is a lie. I thought Chadwick Boseman was a Cancer. Chadwick Boseman is a Sagittarius? Oh, shit. Gee whiz. Why did I think he was a Cancer? That is so interesting. Okay. He's an alien. Oh my God. Okay, so let me see if you see the correlation. That he has Neptune and Mercury on his sun. Jesus Christ. I wish there was a way I could show both, but you saw that? Tell me if you see this. Bada bing, bada boom. So when he died, Jupiter was right on his Venus, and then Neptune was dead square his Mercury. But I really want to bring your attention. Oh, and Saturn was King Kungs' Saturn. But I want to bring to your attention, where was Pluto? Pluto was square his Pluto. Jesus. All right. I want to bring to your attention the opposition, though, of Pop Smoke, because that was the most direct I've ever seen. the reason why I'm referencing Pop Smoke, where literally Saturn next to Pluto, both representing death, opposite him, opposition is open enemies, and open enemy literally targeted him and invaded his home, Cancer. Like, how can you say astrology is fake? Literally. And a targeted planned coup to home invade came into his home, Sun in Cancer, and popped him. The reason why I'm telling you that is because we're going through that right now. We're all going through this opposition. The sun is literally going to oppose Pluto, then it's going to oppose Saturn. This is the bloody summer, the summer of drama, the summer of petty, because the summer starts off with the Pluto opposition in Cancer, then we have the Saturn opposition in Leo, and then we have the Neptune opposition in Virgo. So the reason why I say Leo represents victory is because this is the victory over the boss battle. It's life or death. You either win or... So like, this is it. This is everything you've developed your superpowers to awaken. Now you're going to develop your superpowers just like in a video game through experience in random battles and encounters and bosses. Boo! But don't worry, you're going to build a guild. You got a whole support team. This is the year with Aquarius energy, we bring it together. And so I want you to think of Leo as tryouts. Leo with Venus and Mars there is you on stage, and Saturn is the judge. And if you pass, you make it to Libra. This is why this is the reunion of the lovers. Honestly, that's a good question. Leo is a social vibration. Virgo is a social energy or magic, perspective. Libra is a social power. Scorpio is social. So even though it would be the most dangerous to go out, you should still go out. Mars and Venus in Leo is urging you to get out your comfort zone, or if y'all love it out, to actually go out. You see, even I, the hermit, had to kind of clean myself up so I can actually go out and have fun myself. Shout out to Mystique. So this isn't like Sagittarius adventuring. Let's actually break down what Mars and Venus and Leo mean. This is the stage, okay? And you want to develop your heart as the sun in Cancer is infusing and activating your deeper emotions. It's literally turning on your swag. And Venus in Leo is expressing the creativity of your heart at a heart level. You have to build this individually first. So let's actually do this. Can we use our energy to protect ourselves? That's a good question. Can you use a bulletproof vest to protect yourself in a gunfight? You can, but you don't have to, although you'll probably die if you don't, but it won't really protect you if you do fully. It really depends. It's all up to you. So Aries is the individual spark of your power. Thank you, Serena. Way bigger than you thought. The superpowers you're unlocking are way bigger than you can expect, because we all have a limited portion of our perspective where we have a blind part of us. So congratulations. This is the victory arc. So like, bam, it's ironic too. I want to note that the victory arc is the arc where you have the most challenge. I want you to understand that wisdom of the universe. Leo season, Virgo season, and Libra season, or Leo, Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo season, Libra season, and even Scorpio season. Where you come into the most victory is going to be points of the most challenging battles you're having. And the reason why it's victory season is because you gaining victory over your ops, son! You are gaining victory over the ops! All the motherfuckers been talking shit. You're gonna go through Leo like, I'm here, bitch. It's Britney, bitch. And you're gonna collect W after W after W after W. Yes. Some of y'all had to click off real quick, like, oh my God. Yes. I am not joking. I'm not joking. It is that conflict. It is that conflict that you're going to overcome. So astrologically, oppositions are open enemies because you're dealing with opposite energy. Okay. And in that vein, this is preparing you to complete how you bring your own awareness to handle such an opposition. Okay. And once again, this is so symbolic. If we compare this to last year, okay, last year, we didn't have any central Aquarius energy. So the League of Evil is now set in place. If I use an analogy, but like, this is it. This is the first summer we're going to experience this. And it's all starting now. Gemini with the South Node. Okay. Cancer opposite Pluto. Leo season opposite Saturn and Jupiter. Virgo season opposite Neptune. You're going to gain the W over that op. Virgo season opposite Neptune. Libra season opposite Chiron. You're going to gain victory over your insecurities or vulnerabilities of your own individuality in Aries by gaining victory over them in social situations in Libra. Scorpio season, Uranus. You're going to bond more intimately by integrating and transforming your idiosyncrasies and your genius that you manifested with others and share those resources in Scorpio. Sagittarius season, the North Node. You're going to jump into that final portal of destiny. Dog, this is it. This is Alpha Overdrive. And Leo season is where you step on the red carpet and you're like, oh my God, my life is a total movie. But really, it's are you ready? Are you ready? It's a video game movie sitcom. It's going to feel like a movie though, because it technically is, but it's episodic. So every episode is a movie. And it's going to be like, oh, it's not until Libra season that you'll be like, oh, it's a sitcom movie, sitcom. And now it's not a sitcom movie though. If it was a sitcom movie, then every scene of the movie would run like a sitcom, like an episode of the sitcom. Subtle difference. This is a movie sitcom that plays like a video game, like an RPG. So you can recruit motherfuckers. It's amazing. And Leo season is going to come through. It's like, oh my God, my life is a total movie. And you're going to see some of you are the lead role. Some of you are antagonists. And you need to embrace that. Some of you are taught that you have to be the hero all your life. Okay, some of you are Stone Cold Steve Austin, and when you come in, everyone cheers. Ah, some of you are Edge. Some of you are Edge. Some of you are Kurt Angle, and when you come in, everybody boos. But you have to play your part. When Edge and Kurt Angle come through, do these motherfuckers be like, oh, they don't like me? No, they're like, what's up, bitch? Oh, what's up? They still go up on the turnbuckle. Yeah, yeah. Knowing everyone's moving like, boo! They're like, yeah, you don't like me, huh? You don't like me, huh? So some of you need to antagonize. Some of you are protagonists. You need to protagonize. You need to just own who you are. And that's going to be, of course, the defining factor of how you make it. This is Hunger Games. I just described to you the plot of Hunger Games. Every single season is going to have a crucial test. This Cancer season test is, oh yeah, you can be both. You'll always be the hero and villain depending on who's reading the story. But like, what although antagonist or protagonist, usually you are one or the other, but it depends. So here's the thing. The test of Capricorn, the Pluto opposition to Capricorn is purity. I was going to say integrity. So it's weave too because it's in Capricorn, but the test of Pluto is purity of intent. Okay. The test of Leo season opposite Saturn is integrity. Integrity of everything you're saying from your heart, so that you're not following a false narrative. You actually believe and know what it is you're saying. The test of Virgo season is discernment. Discernment through the illusionists of the illusions. I wanted to sound poetic there, but discernment through illusions. And then the test of Libra is ego, and mainly like confidence to express yourself socially with your individual vulnerabilities. And then the test of Scorpio is self-worth, radical self-worth. Okay. I'm talking about, I don't know, I think you're charging too much. Oh well, take it or leave it. And then the test of Sagittarius is not a test. Once you make it through Scorpio, then you ascend in Sagittarius. The South Node will never be in Sagittarius again. And then you go down the gauntlet. Hold on. I think I need to show you this, because this is ridiculous. Like, this is some Hunger Game shit. I just want to make sure we're clear here. There's nothing normal about what we're going to do at all right now. Literally starting tomorrow, we're going to start the quincunx with Saturn. That's literally a form of a cycle that, as an opening quincunx, is preparing for the opposite, and you're going to start to see stuff transforming your life, specifically tomorrow, because that's 12 degrees with Chiron here, and oh my gosh, then it's going to sextile go. It's all developing right now. So we have the opposition to Pluto. Then we have the opposition literally to Saturn. Then we have the opposition to, of course, Neptune. Then we have the opposition to Chiron. Then we have the opposition to Uranus. Then we conclude the eclipse chapter. And then guess what? We step into the motherfucking gauntlet. I want you to know, y'all, there's a reason why we had a mini rest period. And even that rest period was just a buildup compared to the George Floyd summer, the stolen elections, and then the lockdowns, right? It may seem that with everything that's happened, the first part of the year may have been mild. Nope. It's all starting tomorrow, kicking off. Every single day is going to heat up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is going to be at a collective level more intensity than anyone has ever felt, because you have to think it's a culmination of everything we've experienced the past 2 decades as well. And people are going to argue about that. Oh, you're only believing in it. You probably think 9/11 was staged. That's why you believed it. Like, it's going to bring up all that shit. People are going to be arguing over Vietnam. And like, you know what I'm saying? That happened years ago. So probably still arguing over the Korean War. So like, here's the thing. After we go through this crazy opposition and gain victory, we go through the gauntlet again. 2022 is going to be retarded. You know why? Look. After the Venus retrograde, Pluto conjunction, then we have the Saturn conjunction, then Pisces season is going to be freaking gnarly. The Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, where you'll evolve your perception to be able to actually perceive metaphysical beings beyond this realm at a greater level. Then the Chiron conjunction, then the Uranus conjunction on the North Node, establishing all of that. And Gemini season is going to be our first breath of fresh air. Like, I mean, we still have the Neptune square. Gemini season is going to start after Taurus. Well, no, Aries season is going to start this square. So like, we don't have a break, but it's going to be our first breath air. Like, no opposition. We just don't have the squares starting from Aries. Pluto square, and then Saturn square, and then Neptune square, and then Jupiter square in Cancer, and then Uranus square in Leo, which is going to be an opposition, and then the square. So like, we're here. 2021 is going to be a bigger clusterfuck. But because of the victory you're gaining now, which is so crucial, this is going to establish more mental strength to get through this ordeal. So I'm just enamored at how pivotal this is. The reason why I wanted to preface this transit talk with the outer planets is because Venus and Leo represent an undeniable victory in the way you infuse your individual growth the past 4 months and cultivate, on top of new psychic abilities, a way to express your swag. Baby girl, what's your name? Na 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 na, ba na na, up and down. You know me, ba 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 baby boy. And you just heard me expertly sing. I didn't even be a note off. That was just flawless. And some of you may be aroused by my voice because you see that that was sexy, and you see that I just titillized your ears. And so what you're seeing me exhibit is a sense of confidence where I'm actually expressing myself at a heart level. I'm not like, baby girl, you know me, convict music, nappy boy. I'm projecting a fixed energy. Nappy boy, do you know me? Yes, baby girl, come with me. It's a nappy boy. Oh, it's the peace dealer. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. I'ma buy you a drink. Oh, and listen. I know T-Pain said it's and then, but that's not true. He doesn't know it yet, but it's I'ma bring you home with me. I'ma buy you a drink. Shorty, why you blink like that? I know you're saying I'm in the green Cadillac. We in the bed like ooh. You see how I don't stop my gaze? You see how I'm not deterred? You see I'm not You see how I'm not nervous? That's Leo. I'm at a heart level. It's fun. Oh my gosh, that took me out when I saw that tweet. I don't understand, T-Pain, how you can just ruin a whole generation. You know, we thought it was ooh wee. Why did you? And then you did that apology. But come on, okay? I know T-Pain said and then, but it's not. It's not. When he wrote it, he doesn't know he meant to say ooh wee. It's all good. Listen to the song again. You'll hear it. If you listen, he's saying, ooh wee. All right, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Like Lilac Ocean said, let's talk about it. Because Venus is also money. And Venus in Virgo is the 9 of Pentacles. This is the Kylie Jenner energy, all right? The independent billionaire swag. So going through Leo, you're going to be cultivating returns, especially for those of you who've made investments. The Uranus square has something to say. Actually, this is going to be dope because any unexpected raises, Saturn will actually stabilize, and it's going to be lit. Okay. What? Okay. I think Lil Jon actually had a versus. I forgot who he had it with, but he definitely is still alive. He had a versus against somebody. But yeah, this is very important. Actually, let's look that up. Who did he have it with? Lil Jon had the verses against T-Pain. That is hilarious. Battle of the Bangers. T-Pain and Lil Jon actually had a verses together. That's insane. So what are the odds? And he did a song recently. So shout out to Lil Jon. Okay. This is wild because can you believe that? Like our childhood was lit. This is wild because like there's a swagger that rhymes with nagger. That's hilarious. South Park. Anyway, there's a swagger that you are cultivating for the first time. Remember, Venus was square Mars. Venus at some point was beefing with Mars. I think Venus thought Mars was creeping and he probably was cheating. But like, you know, they kind of were misunderstanding each other. Now Venus is and Mars are about to have makeup sex in fire Leo. This is about to be like deep. This is going to spark romantic unions that will have a supernatural touch of fantasy. The sextile to Gemini will make this faded. So you sending that message could reach there at the right time. This favors social contact through social media or, physically, really both. And let's actually break down the significance of this transit now. I needed to preface this for 50 minutes. Okay. Aries season is individual. Aries is you as an individual identity. You're carving through actions, even if it's not specific to this transit, because you're doing Aries right now. You do all the signs all day. Through every zodiac season, you actually do all the signs. When you actually take an action, it incorporates every single zodiac sign. You're identifying as you're also aligning it with integrity and feeling it. The way we speak this is just to break down the process so we can actually communicate it. So Cancer season just means your focus on this, should you choose to actually, focus on this, is at a deeper level, because we're really following the sun's ecliptic path here. So Aries is an individual power. It represents the actions you take, which define your individuality and the passion that sparks this. Keep this in mind, because when you spark fire, it doesn't mean that the fire stays sparked. This is why Aries can start things, but they're not meant to finish things. They can, but this is why in a team setting, someone should handle the starts, and that's totally Aries. Aries will put you on to the hottest music, like what's actually hot right now, and before anyone else has found it. But this is important because it's Leo that sustains that fire. It's Leo that turns to a bonfire. Aries is expressly individual. It's how you're born. Did you notice that? Aries correlates from 0 to 3, right? And despite being born from parents, you come out of your mother's snatch alone, even if as twins. This is a good thing. This is your individuality. Taurus is an individual natural energy. It is the value of you, a fetus, out of your mother's snatch. And this is even more important as you cultivate over time and build this post-snatch coital made birth and grow your value and stand on values. This is all individual. This is all based off of what you have, which is why it correlates off of your bank account and your possessions, your assets, to attribute what worth you have as a character that you are beginning to define the individuality of. Okay. And then you have Gemini, which is your individual thoughts. Okay. The extension of your body, which has a brain and subsequently manifests your consciousness. Your conscious awareness is processed through your brain, sensed physically, which projects through your eyes this consciousness that you think with your mind. It's Taurus that represents the brain as far as the physical, actual brain and the 5 senses which you have. And Gemini is the perception of the consciousness your brain projects through your body. It's the individual thought that thinks, I think, Gemini. And so making sense out of your reality through the usage of thoughts and communicating symbols, which are words, or words which correlate symbols that we see. If you think about how every word spawns an image, and Sagittarius is imagery, right? Visualization. So personally, that thought manifests Cancer, an emotion, an individual emotion, okay? Because your words and thoughts direct your emotions. if that makes sense. Your thoughts manifest how you feel, and your feelings influence your thoughts. But it's important to acknowledge that what you say manifests an emotional reaction in others, and most importantly, your own individual feelings. This is why 12th house Gemini to Cancer, the more positively you think and the more powerfully you feel. If you poison your emotions with negative thoughts, you'll feel toxic. If you purify them with positive, meaningful thoughts, you'll feel holy. And this is so very important because the first 4 zodiac signs represent the first perspective of individuality, where with these 4 elements, we are taking count of our individual spirit, value, thoughts, and emotions. In order to really tap into your psychic power, you're taking an idea cultivated through Taurus in Gemini, and you're starting to deepen it. It's also like Nen. For those of you who watch Hunter x Hunter, first you say your intent, right? And then you actually focus and temper the will on the intent. That's Cancer. You're feeling and feeling more powerfully about it. This is also the axis of base form humanity. Humanity at its base. Where at Taurus, there's no enhanced power-ups. It's pure natural senses. And Aries is ultra instinct. It's pure instinctual. Okay, Gemini is the enlightenment. That now is curious about its reality and exits Plato's cave. And Cancer is now the depth of psychic insight that starts to reveal the hidden secrets of one's soul. This is what makes up square to Aries and the identity. Now that you've established what your identity is, Cancer brings the understanding and depth of this identity. Whether one is shallow or has substance, they still come from somewhere. There's still a deeper feeling that's fuel to empower the identity. Okay, this is where, bam, we get into the most important zodiac sign, even though they're all important. Leo, because Leo takes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo, and it brings all of that into the heart. Cancer represents your sincere feelings. It's what you truly feel inside. And so you have to manifest courage to express that boldly and from the heart. This is why Leo is righteousness and it's narcissism, because it applies that understanding of self into a self-love that's ready to be shared with others. Welcome to the social perspective. Leo, if you see the zodiac like this, you'll start to understand everything. Like if you don't understand anything else about astrology, but you understand who's an individual, who's a social, who's a collective, life will start to make sense because you'll start to notice, oh, that's why this person goes out and brags about going out and brags about getting girls or dudes and does this because they're social. That's what they do. They go out. Oh, that's why this person just keeps to themselves. They're an individual. Oh, that's why these people are known by everyone. They're collective, Aquarius, base nectar. You be in the collective setting and everyone dances to them. I get it. And this is when you can delineate, oh, their moon is in Aries, but their sun is in Scorpio. So they're an individual social. They're a social person who inside is individual. So even though they're social, they can stand on their own. Or, okay, this is a social collective. So they're always around people. This is a collective social. So they always go out and they're known. Like, it goes deep. This is my gift to you. So we broke down the individuals. Now we're getting ready to preface into the socials where the war is going to happen. This is why I'm saying, like, war is going to break out. And whether it's a social war, economic war, we saw sneak peeks of this last year coming into this year. So this is energy that kind of prefaces a war where you have the social axis interfacing with the collective government and individuals who they're socializing with, which is going to get, chaotic. And this isn't speculation. Like, I can pull up past transits and correlate how this works. Okay, so perfectly, Leo is the extension of the individual in Aries. Hmm. And it expresses the full talent. This is why Leo is talents, an inner child of the individual in Aries. So Leo, the socials are social because they need someone else. You know, you always notice how Libra can't do anything on their own. I'm just joking. That's a common misconception. Libra actually can be independent. They just prefer to be with somebody. But you notice how Libra always, people with Libra energy always want to do something with somebody. That's because it's a social power. It's not that they can't, it's their power. Like it's a social energy. These energies need to interface with other energies. And let's talk about it. Leo is the expression of the heart. It's the stage performer. The stage performer is opposite what? Aquarius, the audience. The stage performer needs an audience. Leo needs something to express to so that it can be on its balls or ovaries and be like, oh my God, we love you, Leo. Ah! And Leo can be like, yes, I'm the best. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then Virgo is the manifestation of Leo, right? Which is the last zodiac sign on the first 6 signs. Virgo is even more important because Virgo integrates. Virgo is integration. We're bringing together what? Your identity. Virgo basically tells Leo, okay, that's cool. You're powerful in Aries. You're strong in Taurus. You're smart in Gemini. You took the depth of your feelings and you Whitney Houston did. Okay, and this is where you project that. But Virgo asked Leo, can you do this every day, bro? Can you take those attributes of all of you and integrate this into a consistent behavior that you do every day on the path to mastery? Can you do that, bro? Are you like me, bro? This is why Virgo is the master, by the way. Virgo does not fuck with you niggas. Virgo is busy doing it every day. This is why Scorpio and Virgo, they all doing their own thing, because Scorpio takes this to a deeper level where it's like Drago pure. But like Virgo is consistency and it's analysis. This is why Virgos are very finicky, and because they're social. So they want to know if you have proper hygiene. Virgo is the sign of hygiene because hygiene is a necessary component in social interactions with other people. All right, people like me with like Aries and Gemini, I'm a fucking savage. Like I have no Virgo or Libra in chart. I don't think about this shit. So it's like, oh, I didn't even know you were supposed to do that. Oh, that makes sense if I cared, because Cancer would care about other people. But I'm very selfish. So, and this is not an excuse. This is not an excuse. It's just things you notice. Okay. So Virgo is an extension of Taurus, where Taurus is the value that you barter. Okay. Virgo is bartering market, right? Negotiation, as far as like, what do you call that? Haggling, where it's like Virgo is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? Someone will tell you it's $200 and Virgo's like, ha, I'm only paying you 80, nigga. You're crazy. I'm not paying you more than $100. And then Virgo will start to bring out receipts. A, B, C, D, E. In fact, it's 70 now. And then you'll be like, no, I want 100. And then they walk away. You're like, okay, 60. And I'm like, got him. That's Virgo. That's the master. Let's give it up for Virgo. Okay, and other signs do it too. But let me break down the social significance of Virgo. Leo is social. This is where you actually want to go out and express. Leo is the beginnings of romance. From Cancer, where you share and manifest sincere feelings, and you have the courage to be like, I like you. I think you're sexy. You tantalize me. Do you want to go out with me? I don't know how to do it without being cringy, but some of you have swag, and this is where you express the courage. Now, this is the dopest thing here. Gemini is an individual truth. Okay. The square between Taurus and Leo is expressing your value, because the more value you have in your work, the more self-worth you have, the more confidence you express in Leo. Does that make sense? If I feel better about myself, then I'm gonna feel more confident expressing my heart. If I have insecurities and I don't have a strong Taurus or second house, you know what I mean? And like I'm not confident in myself, I'm not gonna be confident expressing myself. I'm gonna look down when I perform. Leo performance. This is how important the Taurus Leo axis is. Each axis has to be strong or everyone else suffers. Okay. And so it works with Gemini, Virgo, perception. Gemini is the individual truth. Well, how do we know the individual truth is real and we're not just thinking shit in our heads? This is where Virgo comes in. Virgo is now a social analysis that brings in at a social level other individual thoughts. So I have a Gemini, you have a Gemini, right? You have a thought, you have a thought, and this is what brings into the Virgo Libra axis of debate, right? So thoughts come together, and it's through dialectics that thoughts that other people socially can, even in a local sense, recognize as real to everybody. That's what makes it real. That's what makes it a fact. Edifying that thought as the truth. I hope that makes sense, because this is one of the most important parts of the social vibration. The reason why Virgo clashes with Gemini is because people have individual ways of perceiving it, but what socially people can recognize out of those individual perceptions is, real, is a fact. And this is something we still struggle with today, especially with gender. So please understand that we've never gotten this right. That's the perfection that through consistency, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Perception is always changing. Bam. That leads into Libra, the air sign, the full expression of your individual thoughts and how much you're willing to share the private Cancer energy and the full extension of your individuality in Aries towards another. I'm doing it right now. So I'm the Aries here and you're my Libra, but then you're also the Aries and I'm the Libra talking at you. This is now performance. I'm taking, if you think Usher, a performance master, you're taking that creativity in Leo and now you're directing it cardinal sign Libra socially with other people. You're effectively taking everything that you've integrated through Virgo that you do every day and you're performing it towards somebody else. That is why Libra is the artist. Taking one's individual self, the axis of individuality is Aries through Virgo, and you begin the process of now delivering it to other people. And that's what makes Scorpio very complex, because Scorpio is now taking the individual feelings, which are already complex and so irrational, and you're sharing it, shared resources. This is what lends to trust. When you share your individual feelings with me, I might feel more comfortable having sex with you, because now we've shared vulnerabilities. This is why Scorpio is the sign of sex and intimacy. But it's also very complex, because this is not just Libra, which could be a lot more intellectual conversation. This is now sharing a deeper, intimate, emotional, psychological aspect of a social interaction, which is what can lend Libra to be introverted or Scorpio to be introverted. But a lot of people don't know Scorpios are social. Scorpio is the last social sign that is, with Libra, the gateway to the gods, where we enter the god signs or the collectives. The collective zodiac signs are Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. These pertain to everything, the entire collective. Hence Sagittarius taking the individual thought and the social reality and collectively creating a belief. A Sagittarius Capricorn, a belief system. And this is where you show people what's real. This is where Virgo squaring Sagittarius could be difficult, because someone can give you the Virgo and be like, okay, there's 2 peanuts on the table. That's a fact. And you count, there's 2 peanuts. There's 3 shoes on the floor. Okay. There's supposed to be 4. That means one's missing, right? All of those are Virgo. Sagittarius is where we synthesize what that means. And the clash between Virgo and Sag is, okay, these are the facts. That means an alien invaded this house, took my peanuts, and left an extra shoe. All right, I just gave you a meaning. This is where Gemini and Virgo are like, I mean, that's the Virgo, but I don't think that's what that means. This is where we start to get into higher level debates of philosophy, where Sagittarius can now show you the meaning of it. And this is where Gemini can oppose Sag, like, that's not true, buddy. And Virgo can oppose Pisces, where it's like, that's not real, homie. And this is where the mutable wars have happened. The mutable wars have never ended because no one can ever unilaterally agree on a perception. Actually, I lied. Everyone can unilaterally agree that air is what we need to breathe. This is why air is objectivity. Real shit, right? And this is where Capricorn represents the collective system and structure that governs authority, because the individuality at Aries can potentially do things to take power from others. I, as an individual, can come over and smack you in the face. This is why Libra represents fairness, so that at a social level, we can make agreements. Libra now, as a seventh house, represents agreements, partnerships, contracts. It's literally two people, air sign, writing and communicating what both of them agree on, so that there could be what? Fairness that honors individuality. But I mean, I can always see this agreement and still smack you in the fucking face. It's Capricorn that takes the collective power of everybody. This is why governments are powerful, because everyone in that province has agreed to live by an accordance of codes, rules, and law. This is now Aquarius and Capricorn and Libra, so that we can put in check the individual. And with Libra, we have balance. This is how the Zodiac takes place in our very everyday life. It's phenomenals, okay? And Aquarius now represents the collective humanity and sociological energy of everyone, the omniscient, where everyone, if we put everyone's minds together, we would know everything. Because I don't know, I know everything that's happening here, but I don't know everything that's happening where you're at. So if we put all our minds together, we would have a good idea of what's happening everywhere here. That's the aspect of Aquarius. And then Pisces is the collective understanding and the reason that answers why. Multimedia that manifests the knowledge in the form of imagination representing the metaphysical. And yeah, so that was a short lesson. And in order for me to talk about why Venus is victory for you in Leo, like it's about to start popping. Your money's gonna be right. Some of you feel like you may not ever really have any luck in romance. You're not gonna need luck. Your confidence alone is gonna skyrocket. So you're gonna really have more confidence expressing yourself. This is a whole new cycle of infusing confidence, manifesting, and going out to really attract what you want. And this is going to also have you overcome a lot of insecurities and fears that have been projected on you. There is a catch though. You must be courageous. You must have courage. 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 Nobody said it will be easy. You must have courage. This is a Saturn opposition. Okay? This Saturn opposition is very, 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 very important, because it's going to very realistically challenge the courage in your heart. Courage is held in your heart. Courage is held in your heart. And it expresses forward. This whole narrative is based off of the lead role. Leo is the main character. that represents your heart, that guides you through courageously to make it through any challenge, to talk to that person who you feel nervous expressing your feelings to, and then having sex. And also to achieve your goals. I'm sorry, I actually have to induce the element of sex because Leo and Scorpio do kind of represent two aspects of sex. Leo is like playful sex. Scorpio is like, oh, call me daddy. Intimate sex. I'm so sorry. I didn't have to say all that. So once again, this is very, very courageous energy that you're going to stabilize and sustain with the Saturn opposition. You must have courage here because now everything that you've been building up coming into this aspect of the transit, building off of your individuality, you're going to be challenged to maintain through the fixed Leo. Okay. Everything you've ever believed. And this is where contextually, all of you who won't take the vax or the jab, those of you who necessarily believe a certain perception, okay, even for those of you who may have taken it, right? This is where you're going to have to face the opposition, to have courage to stand up for everything you've done through Aries and Cancer season. So I'm going to use the jab because this is something that we're going to see enforced. Right now, they're talking about another strain, and we're seeing the whole notion of how some states like Texas aren't enforcing it, but some states are fining you if you don't have it. It's Leo season, and this Venus-Mars, that opposite Saturn and Aquarius, will establish the first wave of restrictions. So just like Saturn entered Aquarius, 0 degrees, March of 2020, and we, for the first time ever, started to see censorship on posts and experienced lockdowns, this is also going to be evidenced by the opposition. This is not speculation. This is not speculation. I'm telling you gospel facts. This is not just me talking shit. This is a fact. You can come back to this video in a month and be like, that nigga knew what he was talking about. We did not have Saturn in Aquarius during Leo season. This is a fact. We didn't. This is the first Leo season with Saturn in Aquarius. Everywhere, people all around the world will be faced with social restrictions from a collective source. Saturn in Aquarius represents collective authority that is enforcing rules that people have to listen to socially. But there's a Uranus square. So about more than half of people are going to rebel. This is going to be a bloody summer. This is going to be the summer of petty. And I say that based solely alone on the oppositions. And this is why I say you must have courage. You must have courage. This type of opposition is the opposition that will literally, through the force of Capricorn, influence and pressure you with the T-square of the fixed square, which is pressure, to what? Conform. You must have the courage to glow individually and stand on what you believe. Okay? Mars in Leo is what? The 7 of Wands. The card of persistence. Now listen. I'm about to go in, y'all. There's so if you don't see through the deception, I can't blame you. This is a lot. Not everyone's been gifted with foresight or angelic abilities or psychic power. It's a few of us exponentially blowing out of here. But I just kind of want to make sure we're clear here. This is no game. This is no game. Mm-hmm. Keep thinking it's a game, baby. 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 Woo! What's up? This is the counterattack, baby. Look at this.
They have no idea. It's not about me. They have no idea what it's like to be burdened with this and feeling like I'm watching my country disintegrate. And if I don't stand up and do something when I'm able to, you know, I just don't know that I could live with myself. Woo!
Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. CBS 62 whistleblower. CBS 62 whistleblower. Okay. When was this posted? When was this posted? June 22nd, 2021. Well, where was Mars June 22nd? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go. Do you know Trump just put out a competitor to Twitter? Let's go. Let's go. Look. It was in Leo, baby. It was in Leo, baby. Okay, peep this. Peep this. This is some astrology magic, baby. This is some astrology magic. Peep this. Peep this. Did you hear what she said? If she doesn't stand up when she could do something, every single person, regardless of what you believe, will have the opportunity to share their individual experience. And they will either stand up in the face of conformity or they're going to conform. All right, let's go. What do we know about the Seven of Wands? Have you stood up for what you believed in despite formidable opposition? Are you sticking to your position no matter what new ideas appear to challenge your thinking? Are you about to become a whistleblower? What? Mars and Leo is whistleblowing, and then I just showed you a video of a woman whistleblowing during Mars and Leo? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Are you about to become a whistleblower? Are you guided by your integrity and strong character, no matter how easy slacking off from the rules appear to be? Hold on, before I go in, you saw me when Mars was 29 degrees Aries. I told you guys, look, this is not a game. These people didn't come to play around. When Mars goes into Taurus, you are going to see on the news chaos. Someone's going to die. And what happened? Verbatim. It happened just like that. That's because I'm not just some psychic. This is science. This isn't any special. The only special ability I have is my ability to communicate it. This is science, baby. That's why I knew that. So just like I knew that, Mars is in Leo. This is the season of whistleblowers. So much more. You think it's a coincidence that Mars came into the sign of Leo, which is a whistleblower, and multiple whistleblowers are coming on Project Veritas? Project Veritas is not going to be the only one expressing this. You are a whistleblower yourself. You have news you can whistleblow. The past 6 months, you have personal experience that, because it's unique to you, is more than valuable. You just need to have the confidence to express it. And because this is interfacing Pluto, most of this whistleblowing, especially for a lot of women watching, is sexual assault. Some of you ladies have been touched. Some of you ladies have been very viciously sexually assaulted, and there's pressure to tell. You know that if you say anything, you may get ridiculed, okay? It works for men too. Some of you men have been accused of sexual assault that you haven't been accused of. You need to be a whistleblower and blow that up, okay? These people make it harder for women who really have been sexually assaulted and aren't even as believed because motherfuckers be lying. So it goes both ways. If you're watching this, you probably have a story, all right, a narrative that you need to confront. And this is why I said you have to have courage. You must have courage. You must have courage. Whether it's at an individual level, a social level, are you guided by your integrity and strong character, no matter how easy slacking off from the rules appear to be? The complex Seven of Wands card will appear in your tarot card reading when these circumstances are prevalent in your everyday life, this card lets you know that, yes, you are really alone in the way you think, feel, and behave. But that position might be the best thing you have going for you in your life right now. Woo! A man stands on solid ground, but near a small cliff. Okay? And if I show you the imagery of that, higher ground. You can't, Anakin. I have the higher ground. Okay. I never really see that thing. Bam. A man stands on solid ground, but near a small cliff. From within this precipice emerge 6 wooden walking sticks, known as wands. The man has a fixed gaze upon them and holds his own wand in outstretched arms. He angles his stick in a defensive posture. He is ready for an attack from anyone or all of these other wands. Behind him is a cloudless blue sky. Did you read that? He is ready for the smoke. He is ready for all kinds of smoke. This is you right now. Opposite Saturn, you are wishing somebody will challenge your beliefs. You are ready for the smoke. The man's position is not weak. And you saw that card. He has 1 stick. There's 6 wands. So he's outnumbered. Okay, he might feel outclassed. Look, the man's position is not weak. He is superior to the wands that may or may not be on the attack. He is superior to the wands. You see how he's at a higher position. The serene sky indicates that the situation alone is not dangerous. You must have courage. The posture he is adopting illustrates that he knows his strengths and weaknesses and is constantly assessing the situation in order to maintain his position. Wands represent creativity, Leo. And in this card, the man's commitment to his own way of doing things, coming out of the first individual 4 signs, the courage in Leo to sustain that, his own belief system and his own creative vision runs counter to the view of others. We can contextualize this counter to Saturn and Aquarius, the groupthink, the hive mind, the conformity of people just believing what authorities say without really having the details. There's no Virgo. No one asked them to prove it for real. They will not show you details. They'll show you what someone else told them. Facts. Wands represent creativity. And in this card, the man's commitment to his own way of doing things, his own belief system, his own creative vision runs counter to the views of others. And he seems quite prepared to defend his unique outlook on life. Okay, it gets even better. The Chariot card. The Chariot card correlates with Cancer. So this is this season. The Chariot is the card of absolute victory. When it is present in your reading with the 7 of Wands, you may be alone in your battle, but you will prevail. You may be alone in your battle, but you will prevail. We the motherfucking winners, okay? You find yourself in a competitive situation. I'm reading the 7 of Wands description here. You find yourself in a competitive situation and appear to be outclassed or outnumbered. This could be a verbal jousting or possibly a situation related to business. But don't worry, you are the one in a position of strength. Regardless of the odds, regardless of your own doubts, as long as you stand your ground and act bravely, you will triumph in this situation. This card may also suggest a delay in your goals until victory is achieved. Okay, so let's put this contextually. Millions of Americans are being lied to and told that this virus that's going around is not the product of gain-of-function research, which can also involve the stealing of an election. There are a lot of people who are outnumbered, having to deal with hive-minded, group-thinking people who are not thinking for themselves critically and choosing to believe, Neptune and Pisces, a false narrative. And you might be the individual outnumbered, standing in your beliefs, being made to believe, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a conspiracy theorist. You're just a conspiracy theorist. This is the counterattack, because now Neptune, Saturn is in Aquarius. And so you're going to be able to calculate relative to a whole year what's adding up and what's not adding up. I was told all year, I need to wear a mask. I need to wear a mask or I'm going to get the virus. I've traveled. I've gone to plenty places. I have still not gotten the virus. I still don't know anyone that I've seen personally that has gotten the virus. Many people have gotten the virus. I'm not trying to say this to say that the virus isn't real. Oh, it's real. It was manufactured and engineered. It's an unnatural virus. But I'm saying that I stood on my own beliefs and I never put anyone at risk of the virus and I never got the virus, just like I was told. This is an example of such. You, regardless of what you believe in, must stand up for what you know, not even what you believe in, for what you know. And this is where you championing this is in conjunction with Venus going to empower any romantic advances and financial dominance or financial achievements that you step into. You want to get very uncomfortable rubbing people off the wrong way. Certain people are cowards, and instead of directly letting you know how they feel, they will passive aggressively project their insecurities by making it your fault that they're uncomfortable. Tell that bitch, you're not 5 years old, honey. If you feel away, tell me. Stop giving me hints. We're not in high school, boo-boo. Okay? Get comfortable. Like, this is the square to Uranus and Taurus. Get comfortable actually expressing your Uranus and Taurus individual idiosyncrasies, because that's what's going to exponentially charge the value of your confidence and connect you with individuals who are as unique as you. If you play it safe, you're not really going to get what you truly deserve. If you be quintessentially you, yeah, you might repel more people, but you're going to attract more people who are more right for you. And this is what you'll see here, okay? This is where the gaslighting that's been happening is going to be confronted by you. And everyone who cumulatively does it will bring great breakthrough. And this is going to be a short period where, with the retrogrades, the deception at play will take a back seat. Okay, we're going to see victory. Then, after Sagittarius season, after the direct, it'll push back, will conjunct, and the dark side will have their way. We'll have more bullshit come, and we'll start to see this kind of, fluctuate. So, this is very, very, very important. If we go back to the piece of mobile, you're going to be definitively confronting a lot of narratives that since the past couple of years, if not decades, you've been made to feel a certain way about. But because you stood on your own and didn't let that stop you, now you're literally completing it. It's literally the opposition, where Venus was conjunct. Now it's opposite, a Saturn retrograde. And you're going to see people reluctantly having to swallow their fucking ego. And really, it's not about admitting you're right, but really having to acknowledge, whether they admit it or not, that they had no idea what they were talking about. This is tied to knowledge, because Aquarius is collective knowledge. And so your own actions are going to prove, basically, this is where Virgo will bring receipts. Basically, if a lot of what people were saying was true, certain things should have happened to you and it didn't. And this in and of itself is going to be, boom. This is why endgame maneuvers are being placed. So Venus, that started in Leo the 27th, is going to be in Leo until July 22nd, where it'll come out of Leo and enter Virgo. It's going to oppose Jupiter retrograde. And the way you love and give value when the sun enters Leo at the same time will never be the same. So the events of this Venus Leo is not only a reunion of the lovers archetypally, but it's one of the most significant transits that we're actually going to have. Venus and Leo literally runs through the rest of Cancer season concurrently. Once Cancer season over, Venus and Leo is over, and we step into a new season, literally. So this is where we're going to have Venus conjunct Mars, specifically the 12th and the 13th. The reason why this is iconic, especially the moon will be here. When the moon goes into Leo after the new moon, new cycle, conjunction, then the moon goes through, which is if you want to take somebody out, if any of you wanted to take somebody out, if any of you, catch feelings or anyone, that's the day. Like, that's the day to pull the stops, get the roses out, like, express it, like, let it be known, whatever. You want to do it every day, right? Or whatever. But that's definitely the day. Okay. So this is important because this is the first time this year Venus is going to overpass Mars. We had Venus surpass everyone, I think, 2 years ago. Then Mars surpassed everyone. And now Venus is taking the lead again. This is crucial before it retrogrades in Capricorn. Venus taking the lead is going to change a whole lot of how you really process this. Someone asked, can you apply it to the sidereal chart? You can, but sidereal charts are placebo astrology. There, I said it. Change my mind. Hold on, I'll be right back. Change my mind. Sidereal charts are placebo astrology. In a subconscious sense, yeah, but if you're running transits on a sidereal chart, it's not accurate. It's not accurate. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Whoever taught you that is delusional. Like, it really doesn't work. Trust me. So, and this is very important to explain. If you do a sidereal chart, you're doing it based on the constellations. The reason why, like, the sidereal chart is still cool just to look at, but you can't run transits on a sidereal chart. The sidereal chart is moving everything back 23 degrees, which would be cool if Zodiac was based on the constellations. Constellations are not zodiac signs. Constellations are star clusters that are named after zodiac signs, and you have other constellations that are not named after zodiac signs. So the whole purpose of the sidereal is based on the constellations, and what makes your chart accurate is not the constellations, it's the sun's ecliptic path. You see how it says sun 0 degrees Leo? The reason the sun is 0 degrees Leo, when July 22nd, when the sun is 0 degrees Leo, it's going to be in the constellation of Cancer. So the sidereal chart will say that it's actually like minus 23 degrees of 0 degrees, which is going to be like 7 degrees Cancer. That is inaccurate. And any astrologer that you see doing this sidereal bullshit does not know what they're talking about. Trust me, I've actually calculated this and I've experimented with this. It doesn't work for the sheer reason that, and if you believe it, that's totally fine. Like, if you're coming into it, it's okay to make a mistake. But it doesn't help that a lot of you are being deceived by people who teach this and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's not the reason why it's not 7 degrees Cancer. In fact, let's talk about today. Technically, 11 minus 23 is 12. Technically, it's 12 degrees Gemini in the sidereal chart. Let me tell you why it's not 12 degrees Gemini. 11 degrees Cancer will be 12 degrees in the constellation of Gemini. The reason why that's inaccurate, like, it's there. If you want to see where it is in the constellation, you can. But the reason why you can't run a transit on it and why it's 11 degrees Cancer is we are at the solstice. This is not based on the constellation. This is based on the sun's ecliptic path and its relationship with the Earth's equator. All those scientists that tell you, oh, precession of the equinox, that's why it's, they don't know what they're talking about. The sun's ecliptic path has intercepted with the Earth's equator, and now we have the brightest day for a season. This is math. The Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn. The fact that we have more day and less night is in the zodiacal space of Cancer. That's what makes this Cancer season. We're 11 degrees in a 360-degree delineation broken down in 30 degrees of signs. And we know that scientists said seasons affect temperament. Well, there you go. So that's the most important part. All this, I don't mean this to single anyone out, but there's been a lot of misinformation about the sidereal. And, you know, it's very important to make sure we don't necessarily, you know. That being said, I have a video on my channel where I talk with a friend about how to use sidereal and tropical. There is a way to use the sidereal chart and tropical chart together, but that's the science behind why, you know, sidereal. If you do Vedic, it has to be tropical. If you do Vedic on sidereal, that's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. So other than that, you know, and some people will tell you that based on the constellations it's true, but it's placebo. So, and if you don't think I'm lying, study the January 6th, 2020. Okay, Mars was 0 degrees Taurus. If we did the sidereal, it would have been like what, 7 degrees Aries. But once Mars went 0 degrees Taurus next to Uranus, that happened, the riot. So it is what it is. But other than that, and I have to study draconian charts. I'm not really familiar with draconian and solar arcs. I have to research that more, but those are pretty interesting. Did Romans invent the wheel? I think around that time in the era of Ptolemy, because Bill Nye said Ptolemy invented astrology. That's a fucking lie. All Ptolemy did was innovate astrology to make up for. Ptolemy helped people understand the precession of the equinox thing. Ptolemy modernized astrology in the way we did it now, because before Ptolemy, motherfuckers didn't look at birth charts. They didn't cast it the way we do, and they didn't calculate the way we do. So you can attribute the Ptolemaic era for the modernization of astrology as we know now, but he didn't invent astrology because Dogons were looking at stars years before the Babylonians picked it up. So I mean, that's just, it's kind of insulting to kind of Romanize the invention of astrology, but it is what it is. Other than that, Venus in Leo, and by the way, I sound knowledgeable about this. I don't know. This is not even a bit of the extensive knowledge. Shout out to astro.com. Shout out to the real researchers who really analoged the history of astrology. Those are the real MVPs. I'm just giving you like a sliver of what I know. But I mean, the little I know is still a lot. And Venus in Leo is you kind of charging the confidence of your heart and pushing you to be more courageous with your heart. And so once again, it's very important to illustrate that July 22nd, Venus starts to surpass Mars. Your heart is going to start to lead. Your desire manifestation is going to take the lead. And key transits that we want to really see here are, of course, the square to Uranus, the square to your ass on the 7th. This is going to facilitate, with that direct opposition, decisions made. Oh, is that 14 degrees? Decisions made to realistically and unconventionally add unpredictable elements to your relationships with others. This is where you need to have full-on courage in the uniqueness of what you bring to the table in any experience or relationship. This is where you either choose to compromise and conform with the way you express yourself, or you uniquely fully stand out, even if it ends up being unpopular. The trine that Chiron is making to Venus during this period will help you express vulnerabilities in your identity that will be favorably received, and subsequently heal how much more confident you sense in yourself or you see yourself, okay? And Aries is the 9th house of Leo, which sustains the strength of what you're harnessing with actions. This is why Leo can be seen as a bonfire. It takes more than one person to build a bonfire, although one person can build a bonfire. Bonfires usually have what? People around it camping and sharing stories. That's a social representation of Leo, where everyone's seventh house Leo Aquarius is, right? Seventh house Aquarius is and talks to each other around the campfire, right? That's a fixed fire that stays lit. It's not like a spark that sparks and then goes out, or Sagittarius that burns everything to the ground, because y'all are wild as hell. Like Jesus Christ. Like Jesus Christ. Sagittarius, what the fuck? Okay, shout out to Sagittarius. So yeah, that square is going to be a very important checkpoint, because this is where you want to take certain risks. This is going to be right before this is going to be right during the new moon cycle, where like the day after, boom, we have the new moon. So everything up until the new moon, everything up until 1 week from now is cultivating and building chi. If you think about life force energy, it's fire, baby. Your body was manifested from energy. That's Aries, that's Sagittarius, that's Leo, that's the etheric realm. So for those of you sustaining and building chi, this is a perfect time to do such, whether it's through semen retention, whether it's through tantric sex, whether it's through sexual charging, where a man actually brings his female partner to orgasm without ejaculating, and that energy starts to charge. As both of them are receptive, this is going to favor that. So it really is any way you can do this, whether it's through exercise, mental focus. You don't have to do all of them. You can do either or you can do all of them. All right. And if you're cultivating like Colby and your chi's doing that, amazing. So what's very, very important is that everything up until here is a full building of the chi. Everything after this is now manifesting and expressing this outwards more socially. We'll also see Venus overtake Mars. And once that happens through the moon in Leo, like how gangster is that? The moon is going to go over Leo when Venus overtakes Mars. That is so symbolic. You're going to come into a very passionate understanding of your heart's energy. Okay, Aquarius is cosmic mental energy. Taurus is natural physical energy. Scorpio is pure energy. Like when you get cocaine before they cut it with baking soda, it's pure, uncut, crack. That's Scorpio's pure energy. It's nuclear energy. And then Leo is solar energy. See them solar panels? All right, thank you, Divine. It's solar heart energy. The passion that can take a frown and a smile invigorates you, and you're filled with confidence, even if you have no more physical strength yet. It's that spirit and fire that keeps you going. And so you're going to be building it up at the heart. Yoga, Qigong, and Tantra, the wave, that is a fact. If you do this, you'll win. That is your Uranus and Taurus hack. You want to do Qigong, yoga. If you are a projector, you must do yoga. Generators, exercise. Projectors, you've been conditioned your whole life to live like generators. You're about 20% of the population. I think reflectors are like 1%. So if you're a projector especially, you must do yoga, you must do Qigong. I'm going to start yoga. Shout out to God Body Yoga. Hit up my dude, and I'm going to get that body right. But other than that, you really want to favor expressing your unique attributes that you might even be nervous doing, okay? And this is important because you're going to see the trend of energy move more socially. This is where with the quincunx to Pluto and Neptune, you'll waver through any deception and manipulation through breaking through courageously. With the deception in Leo, even if you don't have the proof with Virgo, you have to still stand firm in courage. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about being authentic. Then when all this is in Libra and cuts through, Libra is the sword that cuts through any Piscean deception. This is actually why Libra is Pisces' 8th house. Libra can just kill that like this. And that's why Pisces are drawn to Libra. Because what Libra represents to Pisces in inception, Pisces sometimes doesn't know the difference between reality and the dream life because they're so fucking magic and psychic. So Libra is spinning the wheel, and Libra is how they know if it's balanced. Like, does it keep spinning? Then I'm dreaming. If it doesn't spin, that's what Libra represents to Virgo and Libra represents two Pisces. So this is where a lot of deception through Leo season will be cut through the analysis of Virgo into Libra. That means motherfuckers are going to be lying to your face, and they know you don't have proof, and they're going to try and pressure you, but you must have courage. And then you're going to count it all up in Virgo season, and then you're going to realize you lied. Libra season, you're going to get justice and fairness. Boom. Into the second and third boss battle through Libra into Capricorn. Damn. We just going in. So generator, gang. After that, breezing through the quincunxes, Venus will make it into Virgo, and you will manifest the energy, swagger, and power of Cancer into coins, into money, and it's going to be a very productive grand Earth trine where a lot of financial goals will be made. And this is going to favor risks. Leo is a very royal vibration. Leo is definitely very aware of the quality they bring in creatively to anything. And so you want to factor that in your dealings with others. But other than that, I would definitely push you to open up to a very unique element of how you're in a position to very realistically be led by your heart's desires. Align your heart's desires with the collective knowledge of integrity, opposite Saturn. And with Uranus 10th house to this, it's going to really break you through in very genius ways. For those of you, okay, that are led by your heart's desire, because what's going to happen is your heart is leading your conscious mind. You see how Mercury is behind the sun? Mercury is not leading the pack. So you can get stuck in analyzation. Your heart's going to desire for you to step into a social experience in Leo. In Cancer, you're getting your feet wet, okay? And this is where, with Uranus squares, there's love at first sight, there's instant desires. You can't be a coward. When your heart desires something, you'll know because you're filled at a full body level with desire. If it's just a spark of desire at a lustful level, then it's up to you to sustain it. But you'll know it's for you because you're glowing. Your heart will literally glow. You'll be naturally inspired. Mercury is not in front of this. Don't analyze it. Don't be like, do I do it? How do I do it? Should I do it like this? Just do it. Literally, just do it. Literally, just do it. Literally, just do it. And this is social, whether through social media, but mainly social. So probably, you can tangibly touch it, and or you can call somebody, right? And this is where you're not going to think about, is this it? You're going to know, because you're going to be drawn by your heart to express this energy with them. Okay. And Leo is all about having fun. So anyone who you're into, go out and have fun with them. Ask them out. Opportunities will open up themselves for you to do this. Any opportunities to go out. Don't force yourself to go out, but when you resonate with something that shows up that you really find is fun, take it and enjoy. For example, I randomly got invited to go out this weekend at what may seem like a cool party. Normally, I would just kind of chill, but I peep. I'm going to go out. I'm not going to expect anything. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to vibe. And if anything happens, like if there are people who I'm interested in talking to or vibing with, I'm not going to try and control it. I'm just going to express naturally my heart and have fun. Virgo is like, you have homework to do And this is where you're really going to, thank you, Rose. This is where you're really going to powerfully start to develop your psychic ability in the context of social interactions. Okay. The social interaction can look like anything to you. Okay. So it really depends. And yeah, other than that, it definitely will also put you in a position to glow. Leo is the glow up. And so the 22nd of July is the official glow up season. Everything before then, you're preparing. Your heart is glowing up. Your sexual organs are glowing up, if you know what I mean. And the reason why it's the reunion of the lovers is whether you harness the divine masculine or divine feminine archetype, symbolically, this is both of them coming back together. So whichever one or both that flows through you, you're going to unify in this within yourself first, the first decan, and then you're going to take this reunion of love within yourself and share that with other people, places, and things that reflect that. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed this transit. If there's nothing else you really got from what I said, the only thing you really need to get is you must have courage. You must be persistent. And though you may fight alone, you will prevail. So what I'm going to do is begin the live readings. But before I do the live readings, I'm going to pull a card for each of the zodiac signs, a romance oracle card. I know some of you don't really care for the romance. I understand. You're still going to get one. You're still going to get a romance oracle card. Damn. So let's go. Aries rising. Venus in your sign, Venus in your 5th house is going to stimulate your creativity. Work on creative projects. This is a time to develop your what if you love playing a guitar, work on that, make it a habit. Really stimulate your inner child and really, put your heart in your social interactions with others that will also stimulate powerfully romance. This is going to be really great for you to shoot your shot. Aries, we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Taurus rising, this is going to be in your 4th house, helping you understand so much more deeply how realistically you could really feel at home with what you love about yourself and what you love with other people. This is actually going to do really well to ground career success and enable you to spruce up your inner world with what you're gaining from your outer world. And we have very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And Taurus is like Scorpio, a magnetic sign. So with the Venusian rulership, you attract love and money anyway. Gemini rising. Venus is in your 3rd house, so you must love the attitude you're cultivating. The Leo 3rd house message is bold communication. So you have courage with the ideas you say, and this is going to really add more eloquence and beauty to this sense of courage that will polish the roughness of Mars. And we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. It's literally 3rd house Leo energy. Okay. Cancer, we have the 2nd house for you. This is money. This is like being a creative designer, a makeup artist, or anything that manifests your creative heart expression and gets you paid, babe. This is also you manifesting or gets you paid, yo. And this also is you manifesting a much more strong element of your energy. For those of you cultivating chi, you're manifesting this at a level with which will really make more valuable your confidence in yourself. And we have love yourself first. Oh my God. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That is literally Venus in the second house. Okay. Leo, we have Venus in your first house. So this is your glam makeover. Okay, Venus has passed the torch to you. When Mars is in your sign, people want to have sex with you. Even the people who hate you, it's just, you know, displaced sexual energy in the form of anger. When Venus is there, you start to look super beautiful. People are gonna fall in love with you. So this is a great time to really spruce up your own beauty, what you love, come into money as well, and attract beauty. Okay, when Venus and Mars are in your sign, you literally have the power of beauty. So you're gonna look more attractive to people than you normally would when it's not transiting there. Okay, and we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Damn. All right, Virgo, we have Venus in the 12th, clandestine romance. You might be dealing with some people creeping behind closed doors. You're going to uncover with Saturn in your 6th discernment of people's behaviors that reveals that a lot of people have hidden crushes on you, but you're going to really actually tap into that. And this is also going to be you releasing unconscious habits, okay, around how you balance pleasure. I was born 1990. Okay. But we have, shout out to 93, 94. My youngest sister was born 94. Boom. I am the metal horse. Flirt, baby. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah. Yeah. This is how Virgo flirts. Yeah. I think you're cute, baby. How about I take you over there? And don't worry, I mean THERE. Yeah. Libra, Venus is in your 11th house, and this is going to bring the entourage, okay? You might actually connect more with your friends around this period if you're looking for love, which actually Libras should never look for love because they're literal agents of love. And so, you know, love finds you through other people. But if you're looking for romance, go out with your friends. Your friends might ask help for some friends. They may be able to play like matchmaker. But this is definitely also things coming around as far as where love belongs in your life. It really discouraged. So financially speaking, Libra, you may kind of hit some breakthroughs because with this 11th house energy, you may be able to tie in your community around any projects with Saturn in the 5th. We have worth waiting for. It's like social media. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. So Scorpio, Venus is in your 10th. This is career success. This is important. Mars is also in your 10th. So if you have any controversial messages you're putting out in the world, stand by them. And this is the perfect time to put all that you're good at doing out in the world. Venus in your 10th means that more people than normal will notice it. This is your chance to shoot your shot to authority figures or people who are influential, because more people than not will respond to you. Venus is going to make you look more appealing in that 10th house, okay, especially for Scorpio rising. So we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Venus is your 9th house and Sagittarius rising. So this is an ascension of how you're taking your ability to express your heart and take your shining essence and glow this in the sense where you're really going to be teaching people about balancing giving and receiving pleasure. I don't want to say love, but love in the sense where when the sun goes through here too, that's hilarious. You're personally bringing to a higher light a walking of your talking when it comes to the principles of how you express love. If you think about it, Leo is the expression of Sagittarius is the expression of Leo. So Leo is the philosophy of love expressed by Sagittarius in joy. If you think of Leo as the source that can express magically through Sagittarius. Sagittarius represents the experience and light that comes from the sun. So the energy of the sun is Leo, but why do you see the sun? Because of the light, that's Sagittarius. And so you're going to be showing people what to do, and this is going to attract so much to you. But I feel like this is going to bring to the next level any relationships or understanding of what it is you want in relationships with others. I feel a victory in that sense. It's like Gemini is going to express their attitude and you're going to express your beliefs. Pay attention to the red flag. The signs are cautioning you. Sagittarius, you be seeing the red flags too. Actually, I'm not going to play you like that. Sagittarius will see the red flag and run away. But sometimes you see the red flag and you're like, whatever, I'll try and change it. Or like, no, y'all be trying to change the red flags too. And that's the thing about Sagittarius, because Sagittarius will see all the red flags within the first 5 seconds of meeting somebody. And so it's like, if you still go forward with that, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. Capricorn, Venus is going to be, Venus is going to be in your 8th house. And this is going to make things pretty sexy. You can push the boundaries of your intimate exchanges with others by really utilizing more of your power and confidence. This is going to be good in romantic context. But financially, I think this will be better financially because you'll be able to really manage other people's trust and resources by manifesting Aquarius, the knowledge of what you value. So this is taking your own knowledge and using it to barter. It's going to be great over the next 6 months if you're also investing in stocks, cryptocurrency, or whatever, real estate, and come into a return Aquarius season in February. So we have keep an open mind, Capricorn. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Capricorn, I have a feeling that your soulmate is not your type. Especially for you, Capricorn sun. Straight up. Capricorn sun, Capricorn rising. I really have a feeling that your soulmate is not your type. You would probably walk past your soulmate like, you bum motherfucker. And meanwhile, you find out later, oh, damn, okay, this looks like this person isn't even all that. You're probably like, you weirdo, and then married like the person. So keep that in mind, Capricorn. All right. On the surface, you might not really, All right. Aquarius, Venus is in your 7th house. This is expressly relationships. Put yourself out there. In every single relationship, you're expressing your heart. And you want to maintain that standard of strength with Saturn, in there. And this is where a lot of you can establish long-term relationships that will really just happen if it hasn't already developed since Gemini season. This could also be friendships. So this could be you bringing that creative element to your friendships as well, or relationships. But honestly, some of y'all are about to be Buddha. Like if you're single, you're not about to be single that much longer. If you're in a relationship, this is going to really start a new cycle of romance and creativity in them relationships. Did I not just say express your love? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Come on now. That's what I started off saying. Like, this is 7th house. Put yourself out there. Let people know, hey, I'm open, I'm single, I'm available. Listen, I'm an Aquarius. Like, you fuck your competition. You need to be with me right now. Any Aquarius can do that. You got clout. Like, you got Saturn respect. So you just be like, look, these other motherfuckers don't even know anything. What's up? Talk your shit, Aquarius. Express your love. You know the game. You know the game. You know the game, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. You have Venus in your sixth. So being the dream that you are literally integrating a whole lifestyle around your heart. And you get to integrate newly found behaviors creatively based on what you love. The key is to have fun with this. So you integrate this fun sense of perception in your behavior. And you literally center your life around what you love having, the energy you love expressing. You like that? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I'm gonna give you another one now. At least no one got unrequited love. That's right. Forgiving and loving. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. You may got no aqua in tropical. I don't have, the only thing I have aqua is North Node, but you do have a house. So what is the house of aqua for you? Okay, so I'm going to do the live readings. For those who want a romance oracle card for Venus and Leo, I got my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal below. Minimum in the description box. And yeah, I will pull a romance oracle card for you. After I'm done with the live readings, I'll pull one for all of us generally, and I'll end the live. So thank you for joining. Have courage in whatever you do. And most importantly, have fun. Have some fun. Have as much fun as you possibly can even, and enjoy. Oh, nice. Good looks. Oh, you know what? I forgot to say something, y'all. There's something I forgot to share. Okay? It's one of the most important things. I was only going to join the Air Force if Trump won the presidency, because I can't join an Air Force of a compromised nation state that can't even have proper elections. But here's the thing, okay? Personally, here's the message I have for you, for Venus and Leo, okay? Everything is stacked for you to glow up. You bossed up in Taurus, now you're glowing up in Leo, and you're going to go after your heart's desires, okay?
You got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch. You bitch, you got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch. You got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch. You bitch, you got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch. You got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch. You bitch, you got no excuses. You got no excuses, bitch.
Yep, it's the you bitch for me that he did. Yo, that's it. Just remember, when in doubt, you got no excuses. Oh my God. Yep, that was it. So let's let's get right into it. The live readings, indeed. Whew. All right. So first we have Maxine Farias. Maxine, thank you very much. Maxine, we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Super awesome. And if you have an ex, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy, but make the effort, okay? Next, we have Celestial Securities, LLC, Fly High. We have True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Do you like true love and life-fulfilling romance? Well, come on down, Celestial Security. This is for you. True love is here for you. Congratulations. Oh my God. How happy you must be. Congratulations. Yeah! How amazing. How amazing. How amazing. All right. Oh, I love pulling that card. Devon Kindler. Yo, I feel you. It's a vibe. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So with this, okay, I get the sense that your finances are going to improve and you're going to be able to augment and enhance your romantic life, okay, based off of that. Valen, great question. It doesn't have to be related to romance, but I'm only going to pull from this deck. So I'm not necessarily going to answer a question. I'm just going to pull a card that I get for Venus and Leo for you. All right, but great question. So next we have Keisha Lynn Ober. Cheers. There we go, Dana. Hey, this is a great period to celebrate, okay? For sure. You want to celebrate and compound this victory as the universe will take that and go in heat. In fact, I'm going to actually celebrate tonight. In fact, I'm about to go to the sushi joint right after this. Thank you, Dana. You just inspired me to drink some sake right after this and just celebrate. Okay. So Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This could also be the relationship with yourself, but it can also apply maybe to someone who you haven't necessarily been sure how to move forward with or not. Rosalba de la Paz. Amen. That's a beautiful name. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you right now. Claim it. And a good exercise is to see it, feel it, and then claim it. Decide that's what it is, and then boom, it'll come to you. I love that card. It's awesome. Daryl Donahue. Let's get it. Hold on, I need to answer this first. This is such a good question. You should not feel selfish for spending time with yourself. Okay, if people feel offended, that's vampiric behavior. People should honor your space. Aloha, how you doing? Whoop. When I do visit Kauai, I'm gonna hit you up pronto. Okay, Daryl. That's my sake. Sake. She said, sake is only good warm. Fight me. Holy shit, that's hilarious. I was gonna get the hot sake too. Okay. Daryl, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You deserve love. I'm also going to get that for you too. You are lovable. Thank you, Sicko. David Barnes, let's get it. David Barnes, we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. This is deep. Are you a Sagittarius, bro? Because I got this card for Sagittarius too. Flossifo Show, I got you. Hit up my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo. If you hit me with that minimum, I got you on a card. If you're not able to, when I'm done with all the live readings, I'm going to pull one generally for everyone. So I still got you. Okay. So next we have Anika. I love you and I'm a flight attendant. So if you ever needed companionship and health benefits, yes. Thanks for all that you do. I believe in you. I got you. I got you. Okay, you're a Taurus sun. I know, David, for Taurus, we got... I forgot what we got for Taurus. It wasn't express your love. But I know it was a dope card. Does anyone remember what we pulled for Taurus? But yeah, that's still very revealing. But yeah, definitely be mindful of the red flags. I know you got Saturn squaring your sun. And so with Neptune in 11th house from your Taurus sun, there could be deception in your friendships with people or just enabling. So something to think about. Oh, Annika. Okay. Annika Marie. Got you. Got you. Annika. That was such a good description. So we have pay attention to the red flags. What's your zodiac sign? The signs are cautioning you. And we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. But pay attention to the red flags. And I sense that this is more, it's not too harmful. It's just, something to be mindful of, right? it's kind of like with white lies, I feel, so they don't spiral out of control. But next we have Courtney, tarot draw for Venus and Leo. My moon sign transit. Oh, nice. So you're going to really, this will be great time for self-care and nurturing. You're going to feel very loved, especially by those who see your light. So we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I wonder if you have Leo in the 12th house. That would be interesting. All right. And this could be retreating indulgently, like really just showing love to your moon. If your moon wants to just kind of disconnect and you know, have fun in its own way, like really show your love to your soul in that vein. Okay. So next we have Valtin. I wanted to get a reading earlier. I wanted to get a reading because earlier today before the live, an hour or so, I had anxiety and felt like a boat of it hitting me to where I felt something bad was going to happen. However, I want to chat more in DMs if I could with you, but if this reading could connect to whatever God has to say to me in astrology, love, career, dreams, or whatever, I just feel like I'm being guided to get a reading. However, I hope y'all all had a wonderful day and much love. Valtin sends his love to y'all. Let's show some love to Valtin. Let's send him some energy too to deal with whatever anxiety, and he hopes y'all have an amazing day. So let's see what card we got. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So I don't get the sense that it ties to just one, right? I get more of the sense that this has more to do with the sense of maybe the white lies people tell themselves. I feel like the anxiety you're feeling is because you sense that there's just mass deception around you. The people who you deal with socially, it's not like they're lying to you about everything, but there's just an element they're not being honest with you about. And, you know, you want to really keep this in mind because this will be revealed throughout Leo season into Libra season as the sun quincunxes opposes and quincunxes Neptune. So something to keep in mind. I think God is wanting you to understand that you are you're being protected through the deception as well with your own discernment. So finally, Sicko, let's go. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Maybe a soulmate of yours has kids. Maybe you're going to have kids with your next romantic encounter, or maybe dealing with children will actually open up your inner child and really enhance your love life. Okay. Children doesn't necessarily have to refer to any sense of you having to have kids as much as it can more so or less, thank you, Kid the Misfit, indicate your inner child as well. Okay. Yeah, Maggie beat me to it. So yeah, looks like that's everything. I'm gonna pull one more card for everybody. The collective message for Venus and Leo. Ooh. Oh. You know what time it is. Now they do. Do you like past life relationships and messy drama? Well, come and get to know your past life soulmate. You have known each other before. Oh my gosh. Flirt! Have fun! Reunite! You've only had sex in a past life before. Maybe you can have sex again. We'll see. Yeah. Amen. So, yeah. Chances are you already know who this person is too. So they are going to start to recognize this connection with you as well. And I hope you enjoy. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this chat. Y'all stay blessed as always. And until next time.